direct into the art of faking it. Fake it until you make it. Let's get it.
Two options. Option 1. Continue on your current path. Rely solely on your talent, skills, past achievements, and dedication. A path of authenticity, hard work, and the belief that perseverance will ultimately lead you to conquering your goals. Option 2. Take a gamble. Rethink what it means to be authentic, understand the powers of perception, learn how to better seize opportunities, and challenge your ethical boundaries on the path to success. Options.
Okay, I feel like in matters of morality also at the same time. It depends, yeah? You might take option 1. Option 1 will be like a long-term goal. Yeah, this is a long-term gain. It's a long-term thing because it's not a guarantee that you're going to get it right, yeah? But at the same time, you can take the long, incorporate it with the short term, and see where you can go. Because I feel like it's all about being creative in a way that you will shorten the distance, but at the same time get the success that you want at a very, very, very small time scale. But yeah, it's hard. I think most of the people go with option 1 because that's one that you can be comfortable with. Yeah, because option 2 now comes with a lot of pressure, a lot of responsibilities and stuff like that.
2 is not about malicious deceit or trickery. It's about overcoming obstacles and stretching yourself beyond your comfort zone to embody the person you aspire to.
Yeah, and that's why you should go with option 2. Or, if you can't, combine them both.
But beware, if you take this path, you must tread carefully.
And now that's the thing. Because now with the pressure, you'll find yourself making decisions without maybe thinking clearly, or whatever you've made actually. You think you've made a good decision, but at the same time, repercussions follow up. You get me? Let's get it.
So I want to start by offering you a free no-tech life hack.
June 2012. At TED Global, social psychologist Amy Cuddy gives the speech, "Your Body Language Shapes Who You Are," where she argues that power posing, standing in a posture of confidence even when we're not, can boost feelings of confidence and might even have an impact on our chances of success. Her speech has been viewed over 90 million times. The talk and the original scientific paper inspire numerous studies, books, and articles on the power of faking it till you make it, using non-verbal.
Yeah, because honestly, I feel like confidence goes a very, very long way. Because you might not have any skill, you might not have any knowledge, but because you're confident enough, people will be like, yeah, I think that guy has something to say. You get me? They're already having a different perception about you, judging from your confidence, how you portray yourself to others. Damn. Motivation.
Verbal cues to enhance confidence and performance. But what these sources don't tell you is that the power of faking it extends far beyond the realm of body language. 1964. A 3-time college dropout applies to a talent agency in hopes of landing an agent job. One of the requirements for the position is being a college graduate. So, he applies to a lower position in the building, working in the mailroom. On his application, he states that he graduated from UCLA, a university only 3 miles up the road from the agency. Once he begins working in the mailroom, he's able to intercept a letter from UCLA stating that he never even attended their university, and replaces it with a letter of his own. He quickly gets the agent job, and eventually donates enough money to the school.
God damn, that guy was creative. Now you see, that's all. That's another creative. Oh my lord.
That they rename a building after him. He's currently worth $8.5 billion. This isn't rare. 7 out of 10 employees lie on their resume, and 65% say lying has helped them land a higher salary. When your worth is determined by the value you're able to negotiate for, it makes sense to try and do anything you can to increase this number. But the fake it mentality doesn't only apply to corporate employment. Co-founder of Apple, Steve Jobs, was notorious for faking presentations for products that didn't work yet, a skill also mastered by Thomas Edison. They exaggerated and presented products before they were functional, but they didn't lie about their skill set or capabilities. They possessed the expertise and determination to overcome obstacles and...
Yeah, now for them, I feel like they were maybe going over showing the 3D prototype or the wireframing of the app that it looks better. Because at the same time, confidence is key. Confidence is key in everything that you do actually. Whether you're confident enough, you have the skills enough. If you have confidence, even if you don't have the skills, I feel like you can be able to get whatever you want. Honestly.
and turn these ideas into reality. And these famous examples are really only the tip of the iceberg. A quick search reveals a vast array of anecdotes, illustrating how countless individuals have achieved success by employing this fake it till you make it approach. And you can read through these on a website that's founders.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like some people try to fake it and it fails and it doesn't even go how the invention or the invention is to look like, and it ends up looking bad.
Initially posted on hundreds of fake accounts so the site appeared marketable, something almost every social networking site did, and its purpose now extends beyond making the platforms themselves appear popular. There are thousands of services now aimed at enhancing your own perceived popularity through the use of online bots. Followers, likes, even live stream viewers can be and often are fake. Studies by Statistica and IMAI found that in 2022 alone, over 58% of Instagram mega influencers were engaged in fraudulent activities to increase their follower count. And 25% of all influencers had directly purchased fake followers. The motivation.
But you see, I usually see people commenting. Whenever let's say I do a stream, they usually comment like, "Hey bro, I can help you gain 1,000, maybe Kick, Twitch, followers, viewers, and blah blah and things like that." Yeah. But I usually ask myself, yeah, you can do that, but are you getting me real followers, or are you just going to get me bots? You get me? Because at the same time, it's all about authenticity. It's all about engaging with real people. It's all about having people who can engage with you at a certain level. So yeah.
The motivation for this is very clear. You'd probably be more eager to subscribe to my channel if I had 600,000 subscribers rather than 600. Because when someone has a large fan base, it serves as social proof that their content or ideas are...
Yeah, now that's the truth. Because right now I have like 614 subscribers. I remember... Even now, I'm not even getting views that like the way I used to get views on my videos. But at the same time, when you look at someone who has like a huge following, most of his videos you find them getting more views because it's a perception. It's a perception that that person who has like 1,000, let's say 1,000 followers, and this guy has 600. That person has more credibility because he has a lot of people. At the same time, for me, the credibility is varying because I don't have a lot of followers, I don't have lots of subscribers. So you might find even people not even going to click or watch the videos. It's all about that. Would you subscribe to even when you're going to buy a product, most people usually go to buy the product that is well known, rather than the product that is just a counterfeit of it or the new ones that are growing. You get me? That's the whole point of credibility comes with numbers. So that's how success sometimes is measured. So yeah.
Valuable and appealing to others. But more importantly, in this era of influencer marketing, where companies and artists will raise awareness of their products, services, or music by paying an influencer to promote them, having more followers and engagement means negotiating more money. And it makes sense to try and do anything you can to increase this number. Being an influencer is one of the only ways you can get rich by pretending to be rich. Pretending to be more wealthy or attractive than they really are is the norm. And it's something rappers have been doing for years.
Right. I think your attorney said that you were going to have to file for bankruptcy. But then you're dumping $2 million. Are you not now a sitting duck to have that money seized?
I ain't got it right now. I ain't got it. And that was prop money. Like I said, I ain't got it.
I got 2 twin Glocks turn you to a dancer.
I remember this guy. He was rapping about that, and he actually said that he doesn't even have guns. He doesn't condone violence. He has a girlfriend. He's loyal. But at the same time, if you listen to his lyrics, they're just different from his lifestyle.
I don't have no straps for nobody. I got bands when I'm flying to France. You can tell a nigga land. Nah, I never went to France. Took an airline, took one again. Crashed a Rari, so I hopped in the Benz. I don't even drive.
It's not just wealth either. Artists have historically created false backstories to enhance their image, like Akon pretending he was leading a Fast and Furious car theft ring, or Rick Ross stealing an actual drug kingpin's name. De Niro Ferrari even made fun of this in his OK Music video.
None of this is my jewelry. This is all prop. Literally everything. Down to only thing that's mine is these pants. These shoes ain't even mine. This is all a stunt. basically. This is a problem.
Artists and labels also employ misleading systems and streaming statistics to enhance the popularity of their releases, like bundling tickets with album sales, releasing repetitive chorus loops, and engaging in business arrangements like buying and giving away 1 million Jay-Z albums so his album goes platinum in a week. These moves are all to boost artists' perceived popularity, leaving us all to
Question. How many faking they streams?
These artists have all benefited from these tactics, and while it's misleading, it's not actually harmful to anybody. They're not hurting you by selling you an image of themselves or their success that may be misleading. It's not like they're a politician, like Donald Trump, who ran off his image as a successful businessman, an image that wasn't entirely accurate. Trump is arguably the greatest example of fake it till you make it. He built such a successful personal brand that the money he made off Celebrity Apprentice overshadowed any of his previous business failings and eventually landed him the presidency. It's not all positive. The line between faking it and fraud is a very thin one.
The House.
Yeah, and I feel like some people usually don't know when to stop actually. You get me? Because it's addictive at the same time. It's addictive at the same time.
Financial Services Committee will begin the first congressional hearings on the Enron debacle tomorrow morning.
Some Enron employees say they are still hopeful that both their company and their jobs can be salvaged somehow.
Not to testify based on my Fifth Amendment constitutional rights.
In 2001, energy company Enron was at the center of one of the biggest cases of corporate fraud in American history. Enron had been viewed as a pioneer for its innovative approach to energy commodities, turning them into financial products that could be bought, sold, and traded like stocks. Enron had engaged in a technique known as mark-to-market accounting, which allowed them to mark future financial projections onto their current income statements, as well as writing off losses through SPEs, or essentially companies created by Enron to isolate risk, so they wouldn't be reported under Enron, further giving a false impression of their finances. The revelation of this fraud led to Enron's bankruptcy, reforms in accounting regulations, and a 24-year prison sentence for its CEO. To this day, the entire industry of financial reporting runs on regulations that were put into place directly as a result of Enron, and the scandal has left a permanent mark on society's view of the business world. In 2003, Enron Vice President Christian Holmes' daughter founded a company of her own, the now infamous Theranos. Dropping out of Stanford to focus on the project, Holmes, who had been dubbed the next Steve Jobs, promised to revolutionize the medical field with cheap, accessible, and quick blood testing technology using only a few drops of blood. Investigations by journalists and regulatory agencies revealed that the company was using industry-standard machines for most of their tests, and due to the sample size of the blood, many of the results were inaccurate, leading to misdiagnosis and death. One of their
Now for me, I feel like this one, like they crossed the line, you know, because now you're oh, he's called Ian Gibson. Oh my God. Yeah, like you're crossing the line there because now you play with people's lives at the same time. This is what I'm telling you. The line is too thin to a point where people don't know how to stop because it's addictive. Because now you're getting faster results, money, fame, and stuff like that. So yeah.
Their employees even committed suicide due to stress of keeping the company's secret. The company, which was once valued at $10 billion, had been running on this fake it till you make it mentality from the start, with Elizabeth Holmes even allegedly faking her voice in interviews and appearances. In January 2022, Holmes was sentenced to 11 years in prison for fraud. Theranos has been somewhat of a case study for fraud, with the story being depicted in the Hulu miniseries The Dropout, and people drawing similarities between Holmes and any fraudulent startup founder, like Charlie Javis. In 2016, Javis founded Frank, a website that assisted students in obtaining loans and financial aid. In 2021, she sold the company to JP Morgan Chase, and the next year was sued by JP Morgan for fraud. But unlike Theranos, Frank did everything it said it did. Javis wasn't toying with people's lives or health. Frank simply helped students fill out loan applications for a small fee. The problem arose when Javis paid a data scientist $18,000 for a list of 4 million fake student names and addresses, and then sold the company to JP Morgan under the pretense that she had over 4 million customers, when in actuality that number was around 300,000. When JP Morgan realized 70% of their emails were bouncing back, they sued her for fraud. The backlash was very different for Javis. She's been looked at more as a modern-day selfish Robin Hood. After all, she defrauded investors and the bank, but not her customers or everyday people. She scammed the rich, and when you scam the rich, you go to jail. In May 2023, a 4-count grand jury charged Javis with securities fraud, wire fraud, bank fraud, and conspiracy, and she faces up to 100
God damn it. Oh my God.
years in prison if convicted.
Now that's the problem. It's addictive. The money is there. When you get that type of money, bro, you think you're going to stop? No! You'll be like, I made $175 million. I can be able to make like triple the amount. Why not do it? You get me? Like that will be your mentality. Now you find your place. You find yourself in a place where the line is too thin and you'll cross it and then end up being in trouble.
My father was a con man. He worked his way up at his company, became vice president, then left to start his own business with loans he got in others' names. Got supplies from vendors under false pretenses, billed them to his ex-employer's account, and once convinced the store he was contracted to work on to install fake security cameras because they were cheaper, and then stole from that store regularly for years. His company, which made over $1 million, was sued for fraud, and my father died with less than $3,000 in assets. The difference between Elizabeth Holmes and Steve Jobs, or my father and any successful entrepreneurs, is knowing when to stop. While he also faked
that's what I'm saying. Some people don't know how to stop it because it's addictive.
presentations, Steve Jobs didn't work in healthcare. He wasn't putting others' lives on the line to get what he wanted. He wasn't defrauding investors or associates. While it might cross certain ethical boundaries, lying on your resume about job titles or certain responsibilities, misrepresenting how successful or skilled you are, or even just pretending to be more confident than you are, might be the best move for you as long as you can follow through with your commitments. Even something as small as a single word can change how others view you. It's the reason you see YouTube channels refer to themselves as we, as if there's a team behind them, even if it's just run by one person. It creates an
I feel like I fall under that category because sometimes I usually like, oh, subscribe to Top Supreminas. We are going to make. Oh my God, I'm only a one-man show, bro. I'm only a one-man company, a one-man media team, trying to fake it until you make it because you're not even faking anything. You're just trying to make it, man.
An illusion, a tactic that can enhance credibility, making viewers take them more seriously, and potentially choosing their content over that of others. The line between faking it and fraud is a very thin one, but if you employ these tactics correctly, you might be more confident. You might be able to finally get the job you've been trying to get. Hell, if you employ these tactics correctly, you might even get elected president.
That was a great ass video, man. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah? We're gonna get this, yeah? Let's react to another video.